Okay, the stock market is a little bit iffy today. Tesla is down $8.06, 3%, closed at 248.50. Post-market, we seem to be down a little bit more. So we are still into our congestion zone. So there's an equilibrium between the buyers and sellers. We have buyers coming in strongly at 238. We have sellers coming in strongly at 265.32. And what we are seeing right now, it's just the noise that is happening in between. Some days there's just a little bit more buyers. Some days it's a little bit more sellers. So this is pretty much random. This is an equilibrium with what is now known in the market. You know, we know about the deliveries. We know about the postponing of the robotaxi. We know about everything. And this is the result we are looking at with what is known. Next Tuesday, we are going to learn new information. And we don't really know what that information is. Nobody knows, except Elon and maybe the CFO and all these people. They know. And this is why they are being watched by the SEC for insider trading and everything. But for the rest of us, we don't know. We don't know what is going to be the content of that earnings call. And also what nobody knows, not even Elon, not even the CEO, is how people are going to react to the content. Think about it. How people are going to react as a whole. Every buyers and sellers of Tesla stock, how are they going to react? Nobody knows. With this influx of new information, this is going to change maybe something in our chart. It could change the balance, the equilibrium between the buyers and sellers. And if we look at the past, the past is a great teacher. The past is a great teacher. Look at this right here. Great earnings, except, the revenues were off a little bit, but 15% positive surprise in earnings. Stock launched like crazy. Next quarter, 7.5% positive surprise earnings, 3% positive surprise revenue. This is fantastic. What did happen? Nothing, and we went down. Again, another positive earning. April 2022, 51% positive surprise in earnings, 5% surprise in revenue. What did happen? We went, this is right here. You can look it up. April 20th, 2022. We went from $341 per share, boom, down to $211. Having good earnings call does not mean that things are automatically going to go up. It's not the news that make the stock move. It's people's behavior based on what they think in their heads. If they are afraid of something that Elon mentions on the earnings call, if they are afraid or if they interpret something special, even though the earnings and the profits are great, if they interpret something negatively, this is going to tank. It's a fallacy to think that it's the news that make the stock move. So we are going to be very careful just before the earnings call. We are going to position ourselves. So either we are going to chance it and get into the market, but this is speculation, or we can position ourselves to make money whether we go up or down. So we can talk about it a little bit later. What is concerning me in the stock market as a whole is the VIX. Look at the VIX. We are up 9%, 9.62%. We had 1447. The VIX has started to go a little bit higher. It has been almost a week. Starting to go higher. We have stochastic over 60. So trend-wise, this is not just a blimp on the radar. This is a real thing. We have stopped so far today at 1486. So if this continues to go higher, everything is going to tank. And many things have started to tank. Let's take a look at the bonds to see if they could be influencing the stock market in a more positive way. The bonds are just going sideways, so they don't have much influence. Take a look at the stock indices. Dow Jones continuing super high. The Dow Jones don't contain the same stocks as the Nasdaq and S&P. You know, it contains big industrial stocks. So these ones are doing very well. Take a look at SPX. SPX not so good. We are coming down again after having gone up for a couple of days. Nasdaq, Nasdaq is suffering a little bit more. Look at this. We are back below 19,975. So this is a pretty steep move down with a gap. Look at stochastic. This is not looking super good. So Nasdaq, with all of its tech stocks, is not doing great. We should be very careful, and we should start seeing some signs on our tech stocks that maybe we should start taking profit. Let's take a look at our great stocks. So Amazon, after having broken bullish channel resistance right here, we are now under it. Nothing too bad yet, but you can always sell at any point to preserve profit. Amazon back into congestion zone after having touched our resistance. You know, when there's resistance, there's supply, and when there's supply, price tend to go down. So this is what we see right here. AMD, boom, look at this. After having some hard time breaking that 185, which we did not buy because it had not broken 185, then boom, we are down 10%. This is quite a big jump, and I would call it almost a bungee jump. Adobe, this one is pretty stable with a good stochastic, not too bad. ARM, boom, move down. We are back into our congestion zone, so we should be going to the next support. Next support is at 150. Google pulling back down a little bit, losing stochastic. Microsoft has lost stochastic, so this was pretty much the last throw right here. You know, it came down. It has been coming down for more than a week. It was still above support, so it was still bullish. Now we cannot say that this is bullish anymore, so you can take some profit on that one. Meta, the same thing. Look at this. This is pretty much generalized. NVIDIA also big move down, 6% down. Look at stochastic. You know, I cannot tell you that this is looking good. Watch this very closely. Palantir still into its congestion zone, so this one is not too bad. It's going sideways. It's still not too bad. It's still above 26.79. If it goes below that, I'm going to get out. I'm going to get out for sure, even a little bit sooner than this, because I have some profit in there that I want to keep. So I put a stop loss. So if it gets triggered, I'm out. SMCI back into its congestion zone again. SoFi, you know, SoFi is good. We are 1% up. We have broken 775. This one is pretty strong. One thing I need to warn you about is that when we have a break of resistance that's pretty far off from where it started, this is more risky to get in, even though there is a break of horizontal resistance, because it has already extended itself quite far. There's some risk into it. Okay, you can still enter. It's still a buy signal, but just be mindful of that. Let's take a look at our EV stocks. So BYD down almost 2%, no stochastic. So we are seeing a reversal in many stocks. Lucid going sideways, Neo Battery Material sideways, Neo doing nothing, Novonix nothing, Xpeng sideways down 4%. Rivian, I have a stop loss also on that one because, you know, I am in profit right here. I won't tough that one out for too long. And I think I was triggered because I was using 1723. You know, see, we had support at 1723. I always use my stop loss going on the 1 hour chart because I see more details and I can see where the support is. And if we break support, why should I stay in? So I think I've been bumped out of that one and keeping my profit. The Woman Graphite, nothing to say. And I am pulling back a little bit. I'm not too surprised. You know, when things are going high, fast, they can go down also fast. This is the bullish channel we are in. Bitcoin pausing a bit. XRP, XRP, look at this. 8%. This one is on a tear. This is fantastic. This is fantastic. I've always been disappointed with XRP. I don't know much about Bitcoin and crypto, but I watched the charts. I watched the charts, and this run I wanted it to go higher, faster, and now I'm just happy that it's doing this. Gold, we had a break. We had a break yesterday, remember? So we had a nice break. Now we are just pausing on support. So this was the first indication that things might be going not so good in the stock market. We saw gold starting to launch a little bit. Then the VIX, or pretty much at the same time, the VIX started to go higher. And silver is doing nothing for now. So yeah, not a great day overall on the stock market. We'll see what is happening. Sometimes the VIX goes high and then comes down very fast. So we'll see what happens. For sure, if we start breaking 1485, then we could be expecting further moves down. So just be careful right now. It's hard to get poor when you take profit. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. If you like what I do, you can become a YouTube member. Click on my TradingView affiliate link. I'm going to wish you a great evening. We are going to talk tomorrow, and I'm going to tell you à la prochaine.